Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I don't know how many of you know this game. This game is Warlords Call to Arms. This is my first strategy game I ever played. Today I'm going to present to you a selection of minifigures inspired by the unique units of each faction from the game. Let's begin. The first unit is the King's Guard from the Human Alliance. They are men in gleaming steel and sworn to the throne. The King's Guard are the embodiment of human discipline and honor, forged in elite academies and battle-tested in the wars of the Western Reaches. They stand unshaken in the face of overwhelming odds. Where they march, the banner of the Alliance follows, unwavering and proud. I used a very simple design, representing the blue color of the Human Alliance. I made the minifigure from a Black Falcon Knight, gave him a pike and a shield. The next one is the Javelin Thrower, representing the men of the West. The frontier clans of the Western Valleys are known for their tenacity and aim. Javelin throwers are born hunters, raised to strike hard and retreat faster. Though they lack the heavy armor of the noble knights, their agility and instinct make them deadly skirmishers on any battle. I wanted to keep their golden yellowish aesthetic, so I used a golden chestplate along with gladiator pieces and used two rubber tip spears for their javelin. In the gameplay, they are very fast and agile, being more capable than the archer. The next one is the Battle Axeman from the Orcs of the North. Hailing from the frozen peaks, the Battle Axemen are brutal, warriors forged in hardship. In bone and fur, they wield enormous axes with savage glee, cleaving through enemy lines in blood-drenched charges. They respect only strength, and their loyalty lies with the warlord who proves the strongest. These type of units are unique to the Orcs of the North. They are line breakers and very good at piercing enemy lines. In the gameplay, their stats aren't so good, but they are heavy hitters. I used a goblin head from the Mines of Moria set from Lord of the Rings, some Ninjago pieces, and I used a halberd with a hilt in order to extend it and make it a battle axe. Next one is the axe thrower from the Orcs of the South, lurking in the sun-scorched swamps of the southern wastes. These orcs have mastered the art of ranged ambush. Axe throwers strike from underbrush without warning, hurling spinning blades with deadly accuracy. Agile and cunning, they are the hunters of the orcish tribes, and war is their most sacred hunt. Yet again, like the javelin throwers from the Men of the West, these ranged units are far better than the archers. They are heavy hitters, good at breaking lines with the ranged attacks, and they are fast as well. I used the Goblin CMF and gave him two axes. I kept the brown color scheme of the faction, and I like how this turned out. I almost forgot that I have this Goblin CMF. I'm really proud how this minifigure turned, so on to the next. The next minifigure is the Whirler from the Night Elves, a fan favorite, I presume. Swift as moonlight and twice as deadly, the Whirlers of the Night Elves fight with hypnotic grace. Their twin blades spin in elegant arcs, slicing through enemies like a dance of shadows. Elusive and beautiful in motion, they are living poetry written in blood. This minifigure was a bit challenging to make, but I found the perfect solution using the D&D CMF. So I got the torso and legs from the Tiefling Sorcerer and the head from the Elf Bard. Now the twin blades were challenging as well, but I used some hilts, a stick and two axe blades in order to create the Warlord's weapon. Another iconic unit is the Ranger from the Wood Elves. A simple unit and a simple minifigure. The Elven Rangers are guardians of the Emerald Forests. Rangers are silent watchers among the trees, trained in the art of camouflage and precision, with uncanny aim before melting back into the mist. For this minifigure, I used the torso and the legs from a forestman and swapped the hands and the head, giving him the head of Legolas from Lord of the Rings and the blonde long hair. And as a weapon, I gave him the longbow, as many of the fans know it. Up next is the Spearmaster from the Demons. Forged in the molten depth of the fiery realm, Spearmasters are infernal warriors of terrifying discipline. They fight not for conquest, but for the sheer joy of domination. burning everything in their path in tribute to their dark gods. For this minifigure, I used pieces from the Vermilion army from Ninjago, which give the exact aesthetic of the demons from the game. The weapon was quite challenging, because I couldn't find a pitchfork like the demons, so I had to improvise and made this spear with the axe from the Dwarf Barbarian, but it's upside down, to complement the idea of a three-headed spear. Up next is my favorite unit from my favorite faction of the game, the Undead Flailer. Raised from crumbled tombs and cursed crypts, the Flailers are the brutal enforcers of the undead cohorts. They wield rusted flails with relentless fury, with no fear, no fatigue, and no mercy. They swing until nothing remains but bone and dust. I had a lot of fun building this figure, especially that flail. I tried to make it more aggressive, but I couldn't find the necessary parts, and giving him a molded flail was just not for me. Also, I gave him a torso from the Green Dragon Knights from the Kingdoms lineup to match the green aesthetic of this faction, and for me it looks very good, but I also want to hear your thoughts in the comments. But in my opinion, I think I made a very good figure out of my favorite unit from the game. And the last one, but not the least one, and not the small one, obviously, it's the Mountain Troll from the Trolls faction. From the ancient cave of the mountain come the giant trolls, slow, towering creatures of living stone and rage. Each step they take sends tremors throughout the earth, and with each swing of their crude weapons, they bring death and chaos. Few survive their path, fewer still forget. For this minifigure, or should I say, for this big fig, I went up on a hunt in my Lego bin from when I was a child and found this Lego troll from the Mines of Moria set. I gave him a club made out of a boulder and attached a long handle to it. And I think that this is one of the big figs necessary for an orc army, and for the future I plan to build an orc army, but I'll have to wait a bit. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that this is a very old game, but for me it has a special place in my heart. That's why I wanted to share my nostalgia with you. And if you really enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, share this video, and subscribe to the channel in order to grow our beautiful community of LEGO Castle fans. And as always, until next time, I wish you all a good morning, a good day, and a good night. See you soon, guys.